so they don't see.
Hit the grid.
Some bad walk downs.
Now for our next segment, I'd like to introduce our very first guest. He's taught for 8 years at schools such as Christ Our Rock Lutheran, Altamont Grade School, and our very own Neoga High School. He's a state bass fisher runner-up and ran cross country at Lindenwood University and played about every sport other than disc golf. Coach Andrew Snow. It's an honor.
Hi guys, thanks for having me.
Wow.
Excited to be here.
Such an honor.
Go.
Really is.
Appreciate that. It means a lot.
So, Coach Snow, every episode we are coming out at NHS with a brand new Top 5 sports segment. This episode is our holiday special, or just Top 5, any seasonal, things like that. So I'll get it started. Mine is watching the Winter Olympics in the summer. In the winter. Just to start off.
Okay. Yeah.
Haley?
It's a good one.
Go ahead.
So watching the Winter Olympics?
Yeah, watching the Winter Olympics.
Olympics.
Mine is the March Madness tournament.
Mine is also watching the Winter Olympics.
Gotcha. So, around the holidays, my most favorite, am I going 1 to 5 or 5 to 1?
5 to 1.
Okay. Well, my other 4 are pretty good, but my number 5 is playing PGA 2K24 on my PlayStation.
Why is that?
Because in the wintertime you can't play actual golf, so it's just the closest thing I can get.
I mean, you can.
You can, but it's not.
Is golf
I'm a little busy in the wintertime, Trey.
With what?
I'm actually the basketball coach here at Neoga.
He is. He's a very good basketball coach, isn't he, Braxton?
Yes, he is.
All right, for number 4, mine is watching Thanksgiving football with my family and everything like that.
Mine is watching football on a cold Sunday. It's not fun watching football if it's hot outside.
I agree with that.
My number 4 is the Monticello tournament that we go down for every year.
I would actually go up there, but I see what you mean. My number 4, sticking with the Christmas theme, is the NBA Christmas Day games. I really like those. Used to like when they had the special jerseys on those days. Remember those?
Yep, absolutely. The commercials, too.
Who's your favorite team?
The commercials are the best. I don't really have a favorite NBA team. Just, enjoy the game.
So what's your favorite game to watch, typically? Like, is it always, like, the same teams play each
Oh,
other?
no, just whatever's on, Kids got new toys, they're distracted. I can just sit there in peace and watch Christmas Day basketball games,
In peace with your kids?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
My number 3 is actually watching Christmas Day NBA basketball,
That's
actually.
right. We got a lot in common, you and I.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
My number 3 is Christmas Eve morning basketball practice. We always take an yearly picture, and Coach usually has some goodie bags for us.
Coach
So.
Armire's mom always sends cookies for Christmas Eve practice.
They are very good. They are
Her
very
puppy
good.
chow. You guys need to try Miss Romack's puppy chow. It's probably the best thing ever.
My third one is watching NBA games during Christmas.
Wow, look at that.
Holy
We got
cow.
Some same guys here. My number 3 is it's not necessarily Christmas Day, but the holiday season is college football bowl games.
Ooh.
So Illinois can get in one this year.
Yeah, I doubt. It's not looking too good.
There's a chance.
You gotta win out.
They could.
What's your favorite bowl game?
Whichever one Illinois is in.
Not very many, then.
I'll get one try.
My number 2 is watching the World Series in the fall. Makes it better, especially if the Cardinals are in it, but haven't been recently, so.
Give us some time, Trey.
My number 2 is watching football on Thanksgiving with family.
My number 2 is watching high school basketball games and listening to them on the radio.
Nice. My number 2 is high school basketball Christmas tournaments.
Okay.
Really enjoy those. Good time.
What's your favorite that you've been through all the years?
Oh, my favorite, probably the Centralia Holiday Tournament. That's a good one. I enjoy Monticello, Vandalia, Effingham, T-Town one now. It's a good
Big
one.
one.
Yeah, I like them all.
Lots of teams, especially from Chicago sometimes.
You never know.
My number 1 is watching college basketball in the spring. Just something I always look forward to.
My number 1 is the Monticello Holiday Tournament, but winning the Monticello Holiday Tournament in 2021. That was my favorite Christmas.
Absolutely.
Mine is watching football, aka the Packers. The game's on the couch at home with the family.
What else does that say?
Oh, and eating, of course.
Eating while
Yeah,
watching
eating
the game.
snacks, yeah.
Sorry to look off your list.
Yeah.
And my number 1, sticking with the Christmas thing, that type of thing, is the bragging rights game, which is always Illinois versus Missouri the week before Christmas. I've been to it several years, so it's always a good time, except last year. Not a great time.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
rough.
It
What
was
happened
rough.
last year?
Illinois got beat pretty bad.
I thought it was pretty funny, but that's just me.
But yeah, it's always a fun environment. Just kind of a tradition for me.
Do you always go to it, or?
I've been to it. How old am I? 30. I bet I've been to it at least 10 to 12 times, 13
Brett?
times. I've never been with Brett.
Maybe this
I
year's
used
the
to go
year.
with my dad, now I go with my wife.
Maybe some kids? Do you go with your kids now? No kids. Okay.
Not yet. Maybe someday.
Definitely look
Yeah.
forward to that. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that is the Tip the Spear top 5 holiday seasonal sports things.
Mr. James, we have some questions. So, which sport do you wish you played?
Which sport do I wish I played? Like when I was in school, or let's see. I played all 3 sports. I wish I was good at basketball. How about that?
Okay.
Which sport do you wish you played?
Probably basketball.
What sport do you wish you played?
Oh, golf. Easy. Hands down. No question.
Which sport do you wish you played?
I mean, I used to play volleyball, so I mean, I'd say that one.
Tristan, which sport do you wish you played?
Football.
Okay, thank you.
Which sport do you wish you played?
Definitely gymnastics. I feel like I'd be pretty good flipping around, you know?
Good answer. I like that one.
Ms. Durbin, can we ask you a few questions?
Sure thing.
Okay. What sport do you wish you played?
Like in high school? Or like, okay. I guess I would have made varsity softball.
Okay. I'm gonna put it.
AJ, which sport do you wish you played?
Which sport do I wish I played? Volleyball.
Lainey, which sport do you wish you played?
I play the sport I like, Scholar Bowl.
Okay.
Answer whatever question they ask you.
Which sport is mentally the hardest?
Basketball.
Okay, good answer. Good answer.
Which sport is mentally the hardest?
I guess basketball. We only have 2.
Okay. Thank you.
Which sport is mentally the hardest?
Probably golf.
Why?
It's hard to be good at. So when you suck, you tell yourself you suck.
Okay.
Which sport is mentally the hardest?
Mentally the hardest. So I would say golf. Absolutely. It's a very mentally tough game.
Mr. Kaderko, what's your favorite part about Neoga?
Favorite part about Neoga? I like how small it is and how I know everybody.
Why is the NTC the best conference in Central Illinois?
Oh, that's a great question. Thanks for asking. I would say good coaches. All the coaches on the boys' side and the girls' side are really qualified and do a great job. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Okay. Why is the NTC the best conference in Central Illinois?
It's just the competition is perfect for all the students and all the student athletes, right? Everyone that wants to compete against other people can compete in the NTC Trail Conference.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you think you're mentally tough enough for golf?
I think I'm the most mentally tough person on the planet.
Okay.
I don't know. That was crazy things.
I was asking. Their answers were like
Crazy. That was.
We plan to close out each episode with a roundtable discussion over some debates that are currently going on in the sports world. In the back, we've got the Jimmies, aka Jimmy and Josiah, helping with fact check and providing accurate information as we have our discussion. So, this week for the roundtable discussion with Snow, Braxton, and Trey is being a one-sport athlete beneficial for high school athletes. So, I guess I'll start. I think it's not beneficial for high school athletes. I think you should play at least 2. Definitely.
Yeah, I think you should play all the sports you can. Absolutely. Specialization doesn't seem to be working out for a lot of people, but I think the more sports you play, the more in shape you'll be, and better off you'll be.
Absolutely. Definitely gives you life skills later on in life, time management. The more you have going on, the better you can manage your time.
Good point, Trey.
Yep. Thank you. Braxton, anything to say?
No, I'm against it, honestly. I think the more chance of getting hurt. get time off, get time to make money through high school.
Yeah.
Very good.
You know, some people, you got the rest of your life to make money, you know?
Yeah.
But, whatever.
I think there's benefits and disagreements that people can argue with it, but I think a benefit of being a multi-sport athlete and you know how to manage time well.
Definitely can.
You only get 4 years of your life to play high school sports. After that, start playing golf video games. So.
Or regular golf.
Sounds pretty fun to me.
We've played before. Very good times.
So we have a fact that says 87% of D1 women's gymnastics have specialized in the sport by the age of 12. So what are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think you should specialize by the time you're 12, when you're in high school?
Just depends if you're good enough, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
depends if you think you're good enough.
Yeah.
Good enough for what, though?
Like if you're,
If
they're probably
you feel
going
like
to the
you can make
Olympics. I mean, if they're good enough, then they know from a young age.
Well, this
Or if
says
they get real close and don't make it, then they just wasted all their childhood years not playing any
I feel like
sports
that's
with their
just
friends,
tough.
you know?
That's
tough.
just
Yeah, I mean, you can go both ways with it. I mean,
it says here 71% of D1 men's football players were multi-sport athletes.
Absolutely.
So
maybe they could even help in different sports if you play multiple. I mean, they can translate to other sports.
what are your guys' thoughts on playing multi-sports in college?
It's pretty tough.
Yeah,
It's not usually something you see based off scholarships and what, you know, they're paying you money to go to school there to do one certain sport. That's probably the one you should commit to. But, yeah, college and high school are two totally different animals, you know?
If you do, I mean, you're a dog. Then
Could be.
Absolutely. Anything else?
It says here that if you put in 10,000 hours, you will become an expert. Thoughts on that?
10,000 hours at what?
Anything.
Oh, at anything. Oh, just a little fun fact. You know, who is really an expert at anything, you know?
The experts.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why they're considered the
people
expert.
Specify. I mean, you could even argue Mr. Faulkner.
I would say Mr. Faulkner
expert,
is an expert
in English. Yeah. Even you being an expert in teaching PE games. I mean,
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Some
I
sports.
don't know. I think there's always room to grow. I mean, do you stop learning when you become an expert, Trey? Or do you just... What's after that, you know?
That's true. Doctors have to learn every
something
year.
every day. Why stop? You know?
Absolutely.
When we need a title.
I mean, if you were an expert in one thing, what do you think that thing would be?
I would say taking care of grass, mowing my yard.
I actually saw your wife's Instagram post about that the other day.
I did.
She said,
I saw her story.
Saw her story too.
It's weird that you follow her, but
how is that weird?
Yeah, no, I definitely, that would be my expertise. Pretty good at having a well manicured lawn.
Turf management.
Turf management.
It's kind of weird, don't you think?
No, everybody has a hobby.
I've seen his yard is actually very well kept up.
Mm-hmm.
Looks great.
It does.
But
So back to being a multi-sport athlete. If you think you're a multi-sport athlete, if you're not, don't you feel like you have less pressure, so you're less burnout rate?
If you're not,
if you're not,
well, I mean, if you're not a multi-sport athlete, you just single one sport. If you're not working on that sport year round, you know, what are you doing with your time? So I think there's more chance of burning out. You know, if you just played basketball all year round, you're probably gonna get sick of basketball. But if you play for 5 months and then maybe play some softball in the spring, some volleyball in the fall, you're gonna
could change your scenery.
You know, want to play the one you like the most.
What if
when
you
that
just
season
like?
rolls around.
What if you just like that one way more than all the
Well,
others?
that's fine. That's fine. But you know, in small schools like this, usually you have the same teammates for each sport. So
do you think it differs from small schools to big schools?
I think it could. Yeah. You know, more opportunities to play at smaller schools, and maybe bigger schools less opportunities with more kids. But
I could agree.
Absolutely.
This says here, Ohio State's football coach Urban Meyer has repeatedly said he only recruits multi-sport athletes.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Would that be you if you were a recruiting coach?
I would recruit whoever's the best player, but
okay.
So who do you typically try to recruit for the basketball team at the yoga?
guys like him and him.
Oh, Ryan Custer, dog.
Ryan Custer, yeah.
Not Trey.
You know, Trey kind of just invites himself.
Hangs around.
We're glad to have him.
Yeah,
I'm
just there. Forgot about that. So who would you say your probably favorite player of all time you've coached?
Oh, favorite player I've coached of all time? Oh, yeah. That's a... I just like pass on that question. Every player's special.
I don't think you can do that.
Every special in every way. Everybody.
Where's the
has all the memory.
What's the favorite school you've coached at?
School would be this one right here. It's where I've been the longest.
Just because you
didn't you go to state in St. Anthony?
We did go to state that time.
They didn't just went. They won.
Yeah. They did win over there.
We were fortunate to win that year, but I really like it. It's a great school, great kids, great families. Some good stuff.
Couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, anybody else have anything?
No,
Sure don't.
that's pretty much it. We thank you for giving us the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Absolutely. Nothing going on, you know. Clear my schedule for you guys.
This is your prep period. So you don't have anything going on.
There's some stuff to do. Gotta get ready for basketball practice tonight.
You excited for the first day of basketball?
Yeah.
We already had it,
We
actually.
already had it.
Oh.
We're gonna give her another go this afternoon, Haley.
Okay.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, absolutely. But, sounds good.
We're gonna have to redo this because that was actually probably the worst thing.
Yeah, you can't just leave like that.
We're gonna have to come out with something, but I don't know what he told us to say. He told us to
That's the tip of the spear.
Oh yeah, it was that, and that's
Yeah.
the tip of the spear. All right, so that's on you. So you're gonna have to.
Oh, that's on me. We're not doing the whole thing again, are we?
Do the guess, not. We're gonna.
Jimmy, no, we're not doing the whole thing again.
Okay, you did skip this part.
What's
Yeah, you skipped this part
He's supposed to ask
completely.
the
He's
question.
supposed to ask the questions. You idiot.
Is that why you were laughing?
Yes, that's why they were both laughing.
Actually?
For like freaking 10 minutes, they were supposed to be asking all the questions.
It's alright though.
I don't think it was bad.
So do we redo it tomorrow?
I mean, this is just prep period. So
Yeah.
It was pretty funny because
He's gonna.
I was waiting.
I saw him. Jimmy was so ready, and then Haley just keeps going, and Jimmy's like, "Oh, never mind."
So do it again. Let's make sure our lists are on the same page.
Yes, please.
Yeah, our lists are great.
My list is good.
Yep, put on there. Let's keep yours out of here.
One is literally fun, except one.
Okay, we'll redo it tomorrow, I guess. They didn't take that long. Everybody go to class.
Tough. It's fun. It was fun. Can you stop that video?
We plan to close out each episode with a roundtable discussion over some debates that are currently going on in the sports world. Back in the back, we've got the Jimmies.
It's here for the Jimmys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna restart that. He can cut that out because I don't understand. Do I say the Jamies in the back?
The Jamies.
You're not
Okay.
Jimmy's.
It's not Jimmy.
Well, technically-
Okay,
It'd
I
be
got
funnier
it.
if it was the Jimmys though, because it was the Jimmy.
I'll stick with the
Jamies.
Jamies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your name the Jimmys now.
So the Jimmies?
Yep,
I don't
sure.
know. Wait,
same.
it was the Jamies?
Yeah.
Because Joe Rogan's is? So name yours the Jimmys because you have a Jimmy.
Why not?
I like
Okay.
it. There you go.
Absolutely.
Touch it. Let's
Wow,
go.
what a smart pick by the guest.